How's it going, everybody? This is PR Rogue Strife of Team EGO, back at it once again with another Call of Duty commentary video for you guys. This gameplay in particular, I believe I was in my first prestige. I believe also my gun was about to be first prestige, which is the Vector. This is the first gun I got gold for, so you're gonna see some of my gold Vector gameplay. Played on Express. I kind of like the map. It's actually really fun. Just fun, of course, to run around with this is one of those maps that you really could run around and utilize SMGs really freaking well. A little bit tricky to learn at first, but hey, Express ain't that bad. But I think with this with this video commentary in particular, I'm gonna be discussing triple feed at the start. I'm going to be discussing DLC for video games and the whole gaming industry, and all this. How I feel that a lot of video game companies are just milking their franchises. So I'm pretty sure, and this is about 90%. I'm pretty sure you guys play other games besides, let's say, Call of Duty, whatever games you play. I'm pretty sure you guys play a lot of different games. Not sure how many of you guys watching my videos like the final are you guys avid fans of the Final Fantasy franchise? Now, if you are, I'm pretty sure that you've already seen the latest trailer for the next Final Fantasy game to be released, which is the Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13, The Final Journey. And I almost forgot the title of that, the title of the game at first. And I saw the trailer, and it left a lot to be desired. Like, what the fuck is this, Square Enix? Like, 13-2 technically should have ended the story. I mean, we got the Sarah dying at the end, which was apparently tragic. Like, come on now, people, let's open up our eyes here. Caius was mourning Noelle and Sarah throughout the whole entire game. Stop trying to fuck with the past, because you're just gonna fuck up shit more than it already is. Did they listen? Hell no. So was the tragic ending really tragic? No, technically it was more deserved, if anything, but hey, to each their own. Everyone's gonna have a different opinion on that, but that was just mine in particular. But it's just like, come on now, the 13-2, or I don't even know if the 13 series, apparently it's gotta be really fucking popular. Because I don't know, maybe this is the new Final Fantasy 7 to a lot of people, but regardless, it's just like another fucking title. Like, this is supposed to be the dead last one for the 13 series, and then right after this game gets released, what are we're gonna get the Final Fantasy Versus series? What the fuck is that? I think that's been in development for fucking years. What is that shit? Like, does anybody know what the 13 series, or excuse me, the Versus series is about? Because I have not a fucking clue. I don't know if I've been living under a rock or something, but I don't even know what the fuck that series is about. Like, is it continuing dead after the 13 series, or is it just its whole other fucking space quantum storyline? I don't know where it even takes place. Like, is it supposed to be Final Fantasy 14 or 15? Like, what the fuck? And honestly, the trailer looks like it could just be another DLC for 13-2. It doesn't even look like a whole new, fresh title, some fresh air. The HUD and everything looks a little bit more clear and a little bit more sleek in design, but I mean, sure, fuck. I mean, when Dead or Alive 4 came out for the Xbox 360, that game looked like it had almost the same exact graphics as Dead or Alive Ultimate did on the original Xbox. And that was back when, goddamn, that was back when the Xbox 360 just hit the shelves. Back when the new generation of consoles had just hit. Goddamn. Thumbs up the video if you guys remember when the 360 was the 360, the PS3, and the Wii. Remember that shit when that shit just came out? God damn. Back when X-Play was the shit and like G4 Network was the shit. God damn, that should be a whole nother video. But I mean, it's just like, at this point, let's figure this. You buy a new game off the shelves, $60 normally, $60 right off the shelves. Then the developers decide to fuck you later on because they left a lot of stuff intentionally out of the game, so that way they would leave it as DLC. So now you gotta pay even more money later on. Now let's add up the money if you were on Xbox Live, or if you are on Xbox Live, you gotta pay for a yearly subscription fee, or monthly, however you do it. But you gotta pay $60 a year just to play with people online. Thank God Sony didn't go that route. But I mean, figure all the money. The last DLC I ever paid for was, what was it? It was the Shivering Isles for Oblivion, that expansion, because that expansion was worth it, every single penny. I completely forgot how much that one was worth, but I'm probably saying maybe 10, $20 or whatever, maybe even 15. But I mean, even then, it's just like, what is up with all this DLC nonsense? Dead or Alive 5. Go, if you look at Dead or Alive 5, or if you play that game, all the DLC that's coming out for the game is fucking costume packs, like costume pack after costume pack. Fuck, even the holiday Santa Claus outfits and shit, you gotta pay money for that. What? Like, what? Team Ninja, you gotta fix the fucking netcode. Don't be bullshitting me with this more fucking costume pack after costume pack. Your game is starting to look more and more like Street Fighter. No disrespect to Street Fighter, but I think even the Street Fighter fans will tell me, hey, listen, the only DLC we get is costume packs, and it's just like, come on now, that's silly to pay for. That's fucking silly. The only DLC costume pack I got for Dead or Alive was the one that was free. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and keep paying for more costume packs. Like, if you're gonna put for fighting games, if you're gonna put DLC into fighting games, make them characters that your audience wanted in the game to begin with, but you wanted to leave out for whatever reason. Fuck it, you don't even need an excuse to throw Tengu back in the game, or Ian, or fucking Leon, even though whatever, if they have similar playstyles to other characters. I mean, you could, fuck it, who the fuck gives a shit? You know how much money you would make, Team Ninja? That and your netcode, like I said, fucking fix that netcode. Goddamn. Like, at this point, I think a lot of video game developing companies are just milking their franchises, and it's stupid. Like the Final Fantasy franchise, like Square Enix, why don't you go back and focus on Dragon Quest? Like, the Dragon Quest series was amazing. It was so good. You all dudes out there, you guys and gals, have you guys played Journey of the Cursed King? God, that was such a good game. Like, and this even stems to games like the Resident Evil franchise. Like, I'm a die-hard Resident Evil fan. That is my favorite video game franchise ever. I grew up in '92, so I grew up with pretty much all the Resident Evil titles. 1, 2, name any of the Resident Evil games, and I've played them, and I probably have speedrun them, including Resident Evil Gaiden, which was the horrible cell phone port game that made no goddamn sense. But I've played almost every single one of the Resident Evil games. Was I happy that 6, you know, from the trailers and from all the hype and everything, like, oh man, we're gonna be getting zombies and everything back, like, oh man, I'm gonna be on this all day every day, cooking and eating. And you know, what did it turn out to be? It just turned out to be another fucking Transformers movie, all explosions, action, and everything. And I understand why, you know, they're taking Resident Evil in that direction. It's because they have to keep up with the mainstream audience. They can't always appeal to the old school following. They have to appeal to the mainstream audience. What do mainstream kids like nowadays? They like explosions. They like constant action. They don't like horrible camera angles and apparently horrible control scheme and shit like that. You know, they don't want that. But and I understand that. I understand that these video game companies, you know, they need to appeal to the audience and they need to get their money. I understand that. Was I happy about 6? Hell no, I wasn't. Was it a little bit better than 5 and 4? Yeah, it was. But was it what I want as an old school fan of the series? No, it really wasn't. At this point, I have no hope for even Capcom for giving me, you know, a good a fucking Resident Evil title. Don't give me this bullshit high action packed movies. I want a Resident Evil title. I want my, you know, my horrible camera angles. I want my fucking, just, I don't know, bad voice acting. Where the fuck is Barry, Rebecca, you know, all those old school characters, the characters I want to see again, you know? And God, dude, these video game franchises, I mean, the the development teams and the fucking video game companies, they just feel like more and more, they feel like they want to just throw in constant DLC and just not give really what the fans want. And I caught wind that Capcom was thinking about remaking old school games in HD. Listen, making a I mean, I've seen even the petitions for fucking the Mega Man games, and I've seen the petitions for like Resident Evil 2 in HD. While that would be cool, it's like I want my old school feel back. I don't want like HD constant HD remakes. You already did that with Code Veronica. You know, give me something new, give me something fresh, but give me something a little bit closer to home. And that's what I think I would enjoy more. So anyways, guys, 31 and 11. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Check out my Twitter. I'll leave the link down below in the description. Please like the video if you enjoyed the commentary, and peace.